What is up, you beautiful people? I'm back again and again and again and again. I've been working on this video for 2 weeks and I'm finally here. I'm very happy to show you guys what I have in store for you guys. Recently, this week, they announced the return of Rebirth Island that is coming next week to Warzone. That's going to be April 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, next Wednesday. So a week from now. And I thought, you know, everybody's banking on the nostalgia on Twitter. Everybody's posting their Rebirth clips. Everybody's excited. And man, let me tell you, a lot of people are going to come back to sniping. And I've been doing it for 2 years when everybody else moved away from it. So I think I have a pretty good idea of where every sniper kind of lands right now and what is viable and what is not. So I took the task or the chore, because it was a chore and I hated every second of it because some of these snipers are horrible. I took the time to go ahead and use every single sniper currently available in the game for Resurgence, and we're going to be ranking them. So, you know, you're going to see some clips right now from all of these snipers being used. Some of them, well, I say clips because it's all of the snipers, but some of these snipers only have one clip that's like 7 seconds because I could not bear using it for the rest of the game. Also, there is supposed to be another sniper coming out next week with the update, and that sniper is supposed to have, like, it's, according to the leaks, it's supposed to feel like the Car 98, and it's supposed to, you know, kind of give us that feel again. And I'm very excited for it. So, you know, this will have to be updated at a later time using that new sniper rifle. However, with the current snipers available for Warzone right now, there are some pretty good options that people are sleeping on, and they are very fun to play with, and they are very fun to just carry around right now in the game. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna talk a little bit about every single sniper there is here, and then from there we're gonna put them in a category. There's not a lot of snipers, so there's not gonna be like, I'm only gonna do like S, A, B, C, and then absolute dog shit, because they do not even belong in F. They're just horrible. No one should use them. Please, just like, there's no reason for you to even think about them on Warzone. Let's get started. Let's get started with the ugly stepchild, the longbow. So the longbow dominated multiplayer sniping for a long time, like ever since the beta. It's fast, it's not that strong, but it's the fastest sniper, or was, wait, yeah, it is just simply the fastest ADSing sniper in the game. It feels super weak. I don't like how unsatisfying it feels. However, I think as a sniper, it's too weak to be viable on Warzone. The only version of it that might be a little viable would be the no-scope version, because you can use it kind of like a shotgun, and it's a 2-tap kill. You can hit them anywhere, it's still going to be a 2-tap. Whether it's like chest, whether it's head, it's still going to be a 2-tap. So as a sniper, it doesn't really make sense. You can have some fun with it with the no-scope build, especially now, like they nerfed it recently, so now I think it's interesting. The ADSing feels a little off, like it's a little bit slow, but the animation can be like, you can shoot like midway through the animation, it already kind of works. You can also use it in tac stance, and it's a lot faster, but I play mouse and keyboard. For me, tac stance is super inaccurate. I don't like it at all. Some people can pull it off. If you play on controller, you probably have a better chance because the aim assist just kind of do that micro adjusting for you. But I don't like it personally. I can see some people like running it and being like, okay, this is a 2-shot kill, and play it like a shotgun and just like be a movement, even break ankles, and, you know, get that 2 shots before they shoot at you. Because that's the problem with snipers in this game. The flinch is awful, and once they shoot at you, it's really hard to like recover and just, you know, finalizing that kill. So at this point, it might as well be a shotgun. I'm gonna put it in B just because it's usable. It's usable, and there's no reason to like think it's like, say it's worse than it is. It doesn't work as a sniper, it's more like a shotgun. All right, moving on. Let's go to the Cat AMR. Cat AMR was the king for damage, and it was like the only viable option for Warzone for a little bit. Why? Because it's just a heavy, slow sniper, like a 50 cal type thing, but it's super slow. But you could one shot to the head at any range with this thing. Like if you're playing big map, this was the go-to. As long as you hit your headshots, you know you're gonna put that person down. The only problem I have with it is that it is too slow. It's too slow. Even the ADS build that also one shots like to the head from pretty much any range is not fun to use. Just because I have more of like an aggressive sniping style. But if you have that like big map, you're slow, you're gonna be on a rooftop, you're gonna aim down, I think this is a very solid choice. It feels satisfying. Problems with it, it's super heavy. Don't expect any like fast gameplay, and then the reload speed is god awful. Like if you're, I don't know, if you're in a situation that you're tight and you need that extra bullet, you're gonna be punished a lot by not having that reloaded. So this is definitely an A-tier sniper in my opinion, just because it's viable, it's reliable, it one shots, and it's very usable for big map. I don't play big map. I don't know if people are still using it. I think the XRK is currently like the absolute meta right now. But Cat AMR, solid, reliable, one shots, period. All right, let's move on. XRK Stalker. XRK Stalker was the newest sniper added. I think they added it with season 2, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sniper. They added the no scope to it like recently, like the iron sights. Super fun to use in multiplayer, and ever since they made it one shot for Warzone, it's incredible. It feels good. You can build this thing fully ADS, have like the fastest ADS you can, and it's gonna work. The ground loot versions of this are great as well. They're reliable. You can one shot. The ADS is very decent, and I think this is a very good choice. Like this has to be your go-to choice. Right now, everybody that's sniping on Warzone is probably using this or some of the other choices down the line, but honestly I think this is very versatile. It's currently the best sniper in the game, and I think because of that it deserves an S tier, just because you can fully build it to do ADS, especially on Resurgence. You can fully build it for ADS and it's still gonna one shot at a pretty long range. So I think it's gonna stay at S tier for now. Versatile, there's a lot to do with it, and you can just, you know, have this in your back pocket. If you can hit your headshots, you're gonna dominate the lobby. From there, let's move on to the KV inhibitor. This thing was painful to use, man. This thing was painful to use. It was horrible. It's the sway and the bloom are so high, and then the shots don't reset. And I tried many different builds. I probably still don't have the right build. It's like a DMR, but it's too heavy. Like, I don't know, I can't reset my shots right, and I can't hit them fast enough, and I just didn't like it at all. Out of all the snipers that I used, even though it could be viable, I'm pretty sure someone somewhere has a build with it that's like, okay, this thing kind of shreds, like a 3-shot kill type thing. But 3-shot kill is too much, especially for like how punishing the sway is, and if they shoot at you, the kickback is just like the flinch is insane. So just because of that, I personally think this is the worst sniper out of all of them, because it's a 3-shot kill and it's just ridiculous. Let's move on. I don't have anything else to say about that. Signal 50 was kind of the king for like Warzone ranked during the MW2 era, like 2023. I didn't use it as much on big map. I think it suffers from a lot of what the Cat AMR suffers from. Long reload. It kind of feels sluggish. The ADS is not that great, especially if you build it for like max damage, which you kind of need to do with the MW2 snipers in Warzone 3. However, I still think you kind of could use it. It's a 2-shot kill, If as everything else, if you hit your shots, you're gonna get your downs, you're gonna get your knocks, but do not expect this to be like a fast sniper. I don't know. They kind of did the MW2 snipers dirty in this game. I wish they could one shot without explosive ammo. I didn't even use explosive ammo on this. I don't even know if you can use explosive ammo on this, but I personally didn't enjoy it. So I'm gonna put this in C tier just because it's not as bad as the KV. It's a lot better, but it's just not the same at all. Victus XMR. So okay, I have a gripe with this sniper. I think it's a great sniper. It looks good, it feels good. Multiplayer works good if you build it for ADS. But dude, I like the trade-off with having to use explosive ammo for Warzone is just so much. The ADS is not the best. You can't really sacrifice like your scope for a better scope, which is something you can't do with some of the other MW2 snipers, just to, you know, in order to kind of have a better chance of like an ADS with a ACOG or something. And it's not as reliable. I think it's harder to hit shots with it. And then if you build it for ADS on Resurgence at least and play aggressive with it, it's so much harder to hit your shots because you can't play as aggressive. So it kind of leaves you in a bad spot, and then it kind of becomes like a slower sniper. And it still one shots with explosive ammo to the head, but I just can't find my footing with it. So for me personally, then again, this is personal opinion. For me personally, I don't think this is like a good sniper right now. So I'm gonna just for that, I'm gonna put it in B tier, just because I don't think it's the greatest. It's still one shots. Don't get me. You know what? No, it's still one shot. So I'm gonna still put it on A tier just because it one shots. Period. But I personally, there's way better options. Definitely. Like I'd rather use the longbow no scope build instead of like compared to the AMR. If just because I like rush in and go into buildings and fucking try to get clips every time I play. But yeah, that's definitely I wouldn't go with it. So the Carrick 300 or the Watt 2000. This was surprising to me. I think I don't have the right build. I'm gonna say that. I don't even have the weapon leveled up fully. I just used whatever I had available, like in a blueprint, and went with it, and it was surprisingly very good and very enjoyable. If you have like that DMR play style, it does exactly what the KV does, but it does it so much better. It's so much better. Like it doesn't. The sway is not that bad. The bloom when you shoot is not that bad either. You can reset your shots pretty easily. I think if you can have like a higher capacity mag, you can shred lobbies and probably down 2-3 from a distance if you're pushing somewhere. I like it a lot. I liked it a lot. It was very surprising. Then again, it's not one shot. It's not gonna be flashy gameplay. It's gonna be very ratty. But if that's your playstyle, man, I think this is a very solid choice. If you have the right build, you might have to experiment a little bit with it. I think this was kind of fun to use, and I think it's very viable to use. So I'm gonna just put it in B tier just because I think it works. I think it works personally, like from personal experience. So let's just put it here. All right, LAB 330. LAB 330 goes here. It's so bad. There's no reason for this to be in Warzone. The ADS is kind of sluggish as hell. It's not strong enough. It just cracks plates, and then you're left in a bad spot because you can't have explosive ammo on this. So you need to put like incendiary, and for a time incendiary kind of worked in Warzone 2 last year, but man, just don't use this. Like it's like a baby brother to the SPX, and the SPX kind of sucks. SPX kind of sucks. Let's move on. Let's move on to the let's go to the MCPR. MCPR is the best sniper in the game right now. Period. And for Warzone, in my opinion, MCPR is the best. You know why? Because it one shots to the chest. Period. And one shots to the upper chest. You put explosive ammo on this puppy, You can, the ADS is fast enough. If you like the default scope, you can run that. If you like an ACOG scope, you can run that. It works, it's fast, it's in your face. If you don't hit your head, but you hit him like upper chest, neck area, it's still gonna one shot. It's beautiful. It's currently the best sniper, and it has the reason why I would consider putting this alone at S tier is that the mcpr has a 10-round mag. All the other snipers suffer from one problem, at least the bolt action ones, and it's that they have 5 rounds on the mag. And if you miss, let's say you miss 2 shots and you down 1 and there's another one pushing you and you miss, you need to hit that shot or you're done for. mcpr, you can just go in and I don't know, if you probably miss and crack someone, you can 2-shot 3-4 people, you still have shots in the bag. This is the sole reason why this alone is in a different and completely different tier than all the other snipers right here. That's why I considered putting this alone at S, but I think the XRK deserves that spot just because it's so good right now. However, in my opinion, not better than the mcpr. mcpr is the best sniper in this game currently. I think it's gonna be problematic in Warzone for like the mcpr is gonna compete with a lot of snipers. We'll see how the Morse looks once Rebirth comes out next week, because I'm very excited. Everybody says it kind of feels like the Car 98, but and hopefully it does. But for now, my opinion, you're gonna catch me running this one. SPX 80, dog shit. It's so bad. It's so bad. At one point, it did one shot with incendiary rounds. I don't know what the fuck they did. They nerfed it. They nerfed the ADS on it recently. Not worth it. Too slow to weapon swap. After you hit, like, break someone with it, you can't play aggressive. There's no point in hitting 2 shots far away from this. Like, if you're gonna be doing the LAB or the SPX, and they can't like one shot just because they're bolt action, it makes no sense, and you'd rather use the signal 50. Just because the signal 50 also 2 shots, and it's just better. It resets better. It takes less time. TTK overall is a lot higher on these two. It's definitely a lot lower on signal 50. Signal 50 you could still probably like go in and get your 2 shots in very briefly and then move on to whatever next target you have. These two are gonna leave you in a bad spot. You're probably gonna get killed, period. And for that, like, last but not least, FGX and the mcpr are very similar. They play very similar. The builds that I use are very, like, they're identical. They're literally the exact same build for both snipers. Only problem, FGX has 5 rounds. That is my only gripe with it. I'm not sure if the FJX one shots to the upper chest. I haven't really like taken my time out to test. I'm pretty sure it could. I don't see why not, but personally, just the mcpr just wins it over because there's a 10-round mag in it, period. That's it. That's the only difference. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's literally why there's a difference. I think this is a very solid list. I think, listen, I think I've been preaching it for the past like 2 months. I think people are missing out not sniping on Warzone currently. I think right now sniping is in a good place. It's in a very good place. There's a lot of options and it's very fun, and I think people are sleeping on it. But I think that once Rebirth comes out, everybody's going to be looking for sniper loadouts, and they're going to realize, like, holy shit, I've been missing out. Sniping is kind of fun. There are some problems with it, especially the flinch. Flinch is awful. It's just really bad. There's like, the reset's not fast enough. It's not like it used to be. So don't expect gameplay from 2020, 2021. However, it's still viable. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it, and you're gonna catch me landing on prison and getting my sniper and just dropping heads, man. So if you agree, if you enjoy, if you'd make any changes, make sure you leave them in the comment section. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you fuck with me and want to see more content like this or more sniping Warzone content, go ahead, drop me a sub. I'll be posting every week that I can, if not every other week. And I'll try to stay active on all socials. So follow me on Twitter. I'm always yapping on there. Follow me on Instagram. I upload photography content on there. and hopefully, you know, we have some fun next week once Rebirth comes out. So appreciate you guys for coming out. If you know, go ahead, like, flood the comments. I wanna know what you think is gonna happen next week. Let me know if you want to see this updated once the new sniper comes out next week. And that's been it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Bye.